football, and certainly playoff fever have descended upon the music city of Nashville, Tennessee. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go!
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
Now it's Trubisky. And that will be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, 18 Gator.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. A dime look defensively here for the Titans on third.
There you go.
Pick it up. Mike Bull. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike Bull.
Defense.
From the gun, Herbert. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold.
And he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
180. Here we go.
And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down.
Tighten up.
Trubisky from his end zone on third and long. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
On first down, Dobbins. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Quinnen Williams just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Back to throw. Herbert, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Texans football to start quarter 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Go! 180! Alert, 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 alert! You mind? Wide, get wide!
Got some room at the 30. And he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Trubisky will throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
I'm going to come back to you.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Cut. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Get your swerve on.
Alert, alert. Alert, alert.
Mike 51.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Crunch. 51's the mic, boy. 51. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get it.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He finds Beckham complete. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Go! 180!
51.
Red,
Let's put that team.
Back to the ground. This time it's Joe. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Ran, shoot.
Check. Fresno. You. Hey, Mike.
Ran,
Here's Trubisky to throw. It's caught by OBJ. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Trubisky. And the catch made by Hopkins. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Herbert trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. After the interception, here's Trubisky. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Watch the whip.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Looking to throw. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
132 fighter.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. And he's got his man on the out route.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
On the double.
Here we go. Hey,
On 3rd down, Dobbins. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Let's get there. Check.
X3. 218. Chop. Ready.
They're going to try and throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From the gun, Herbert. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Nick Bosa in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Hey, Jet.
Back to throw. Herbert is going to fire one deep. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 26. A big-time play there for the Texans. 48 yards.
First down, Texans.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert buying time to his left. It's complete to Robinson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Back to throw. Herbert. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
At the Titans' 5-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Look at me. Go on.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
It was a play that was designed to trick the defense, to try and fool them. They didn't gain a huge chunk of yardage, but they did pick up a 1st down.
Set. 60 or.
Shoves him aside. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Running is Barber. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from a yard out as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10. Meanwhile, here a run on 1st down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
They're not ready for this, man.
On 2nd and 15 now. Trubisky, and he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Joey Bosa picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Back now in Nashville, all even as we get ready to start the fourth. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Alert, 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 alert. 51 to Mike. Hey, high 7.
It's our field.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
And the Texans first down.
You ready?
Time's the mic. I'm scared. They're tight.
Rock, rock it, rock it.
They're tight. Alert, alert. 3 out, 3 out.
Hit it.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Switch.
Hey, Sam off.
Check. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Ready?
On 2nd down, Dobbins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He finds Robinson. And down inside the 15 he goes. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Check. Lucky. Watch the eye.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You better be afraid.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Rush in.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Hey, you got 3 down, 3 down.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. Myers' kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Back to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
18. Hey, Orbit.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. He finds his target, Beckham. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ran, come. Hey, shoot.
51's the mic. Know your job. 51's the mic.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Yeah. Play 56.
Now it's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check 52. Bang, 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 bang.
Chubb on the counter. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is no good. Oh, by the slimmest of margins, he missed it wide to the left. Pressure kick, and I thought he was going to hit it. I thought we were destined for overtime, but not the case.
Not at all, and they were already planning for the overtime you just mentioned, already saying, okay, what are we going to do if we get the ball? What happens on defense? Instead of that celebration and that little bit of euphoria, it turned into letdown city.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. And they take a knee. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Nashville.